The new Rare Beauty lip oil stick has been everywhere lately, so I thought it would be kind of fun to break down the ingredient list Cosmetic Chemist style. So I actually just started using Rare Beauty not that long ago, and I can't believe it took me this long to actually try their products, but I've been obsessed ever since. They have some really good formulas, and this is another goodie. I went to Sephora and I picked up the shade Dream, and that's what I have on right now. In my opinion, this just kind of blends right in and looks really natural. They do have some other colors as well. They have like a really bright pink. I think that one might be a little bit more of like a pop of color if that's what you really want. But I was going for something a bit more subtle, so I chose this shade and I really, really like it. I would say this is a really good combination between a lipstick and a lip oil slash lip gloss. Like I feel like sometimes a lip oil can just be a little bit too slippy on my lips um, and not moisturizing enough. This gives me that moisture that I feel like I'm looking for in a lip oil that I don't really get. So it's definitely a good combination between a lipstick and a lip oil. It has the application experience of a lipstick, but you're getting the light feeling of a lip oil and you're getting the nourishment of a lip oil. But anyway, let's get into the ingredient list. The first ingredient is diisostearyl malate. Now, this ingredient you're going to see in a lot of lip products because it imparts a good amount of shine and gloss to your lips. It's also very emollient. But another really great property of this particular ingredient is that it helps disperse pigments really well. So if you look further down on the ingredient list, you're going to see a list of pigments and dyes that need to be dispersed and grinded down before they're actually added to the stick, because if you just added them in as is, there would be like chunks and agglomerates. So if you didn't grind down those pigments and dyes, you'd get a lot of streaks, you'd get a lot of patches, and it would be very undesirable. So diacetyl malate helps actually to disperse those pigments. The second ingredient I'm going to have to read because the name is really long. Phytosterol, isosterol, cetyl sterol, behenyl dimer, dilinoleate. Really long name. But what actually is that? It's actually a lanolin alternative. There's actually two lanolin alternatives in here. Further down on the ingredient list, you're going to see an ingredient called bis-diglyceryl polyalkyl adipate 2. This ingredient is also a lanolin alternative. Why are we not putting lanolin in here? Because lanolin is derived from animals, and Rare Beauty does not use any animal-derived products. So we would not be putting lanolin in here. So we need a replacement for that, and these two are good options. Another reason why you might want to not put lanolin in a product is because it does impart a smell. It does have a smell to it. So if you don't want that, you would look for a lanolin alternative. So another reason you might not want to use lanolin, and this is not so much of a concern for color cosmetics like this one, but you would not want to use lanolin in certain cases because it has a yellowish hue to it, which will come through in the final product. So that is something to consider if you are formulating with lanolin. But in this case, we are not using lanolin at all, and we are using these two replacement options. The next ingredient on the list is hydrogenated polyisobutene. This acts as an emollient and also a gloss enhancer. This is another ingredient that you will see a lot of times in lip products, especially glosses, again, because it does impart that nice glossy effect. Next ingredient is synthetic wax. This is going to help structure the stick. A wax is really important in a stick formulation like this because if you didn't have a wax, it would just liquefy. So synthetic wax is the one that they chose. Then we have polyglycerol 2 triisostearate. This can function in a few different ways. Sometimes it's listed as an emulsifier, but in this case, it's really more so to help disperse pigments. It's considered a pigment wetter. So again, those ingredients at the bottom of the list, all of those pigments, this is going to help kind of get in there, help break up those agglomerations, get it all nice and smooth throughout the dispersion so that you're not getting chunks of pigment throughout the whole lip oil stick. The next ingredient is fragrance. This is very lightly fragranced. It kind of has a sweet scent to it. But in my opinion, it adds to the experience. So I really like it. Next ingredient is apple fiber. Now, this ingredient is kind of unique because you don't see this often in ingredient lists. So apple fiber is kind of doing a few things in here. Number one, helping with the texturization, helping with the glide and the smoothness of the lip oil stick. Another thing that it's going to be in here for is actually kind of helping with the saturation of the product when you put it on your skin. The apple fiber can potentially help with the color deposit as well because it's helping with the glide and smoothing the product onto your lips. So, very unique and interesting ingredient. The next ingredient is apple seed oil, and they call this out as one of their star ingredients, if you will. And this is from their website. They say it's rich in essential fatty acids and antioxidants, hydrates, and helps strengthen the lip moisture barrier. So great for the lips, but I think that they chose this one because they wanted to fit with that apple theme. Then we have tocopherol. This is vitamin E, and vitamin E, it's a great antioxidant. It's honestly fantastic in any product. Great for skin, lip, hair, body, you name it. Vitamin E is good for it. So you really can't go wrong with adding vitamin E to any product. And then lastly, everything under tocopherol is going to be pigments, dyes, what's actually giving the product color, and that's going to change per shade. So, it's just a different variation of those to get whatever shade you choose. And there you have it. That is the ingredient list of the new Rare Beauty lip oil stick broken down by a cosmetic chemist. And if you guys like these videos, let me know because this is kind of fun for me to break down all the ingredients, and it kind of helps me, learn and refresh my memory on what all these ingredients are. But yeah, let me know if you like these sort of videos and I can make more in the future. Let me know if there's any products that you want to see the ingredient list broken down of. But anyway, go check out the new Rare Beauty lip oil stick. I think you're really going to like it. I really like it. I am a lip product junkie though, so I pretty much love any lip product that I try. That's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.